Yo, what's y'all? I feel like the Koreans were really angry when they made this car. And at this point, I'm feeling quite mad myself. So the i30N is the Japanese response to these golf boys who are running amok in these streets, causing havoc and being a nuisance. That's what this was created for. And it's a damn good response if you ask me. Still a 4-cylinder engine, 2 liter, just like the rest of them. But when the Koreans sat down and decided to engineer this thing, they brought in their finest. And unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, these guys were really upset when they created this car. They'd probably heard about the Golf drivers in South Africa, and they built this. Here it goes. This thing is a driver's car. And it is tons of fun to drive. You can't drive this thing as an everyday car. It just doesn't respond well to normal driving, to mundane traffic, and all the simple stuff. We've got a manual gearbox in here. Manual handbrake as well. The driving dynamics in this car are just phenomenal. I've got to applaud the Koreans for this. Whatever that means. Thank you guys. You have created a masterpiece. So it's not the quickest car out there. I mean, 0 to 100, we're looking at about, what, 6.1? And it's all about the handling, the grip. This thing grips like a panicked, nervous gecko, if you've ever seen one of those. It just doesn't want to let go. It's just such an amazing and phenomenal drive. Power wise, it's not the fastest car out there. I mean, your CLAs are arguably much quicker, but I don't think they provide as much of a driving thrill as this thing does. You've got all the snap crackles and pops and the bangs. You've got a rev matcher, so when you're changing down in this manual gearbox, it rev matches for you, which is awesome. Thank you, Hyundai. We appreciate you. The steering wheel is so perfectly weighted. You feel everything. You just place this thing and it goes. It's only 202 kilowatts and 300 odd Newton meters. All going to the front wheels, by the way. And when you compare this car to, let's say, the Golf GTI, for instance, this has bigger balls. They're heavy, they're there, and it's a brute. The Golf is soft, guys, I promise you. Way soft compared to this. And for those who don't agree with the whole manual thing, that's fine, that's your preference. I prefer manual, 6-speed, and a manual handbrake as well. There is an auto i30N, I hear, that is coming in 2021, so you don't have to worry about that. Dijon, as the Koreans would call it. For the English-speaking people out there, that is design. Yes, did my homework. So, I mean, from a design perspective, I think they've done pretty well in this car. I like it. A lot of other people like it. We've seen it. It's very different, you know. Styling-wise, they've kept it very clean, but also it's there. So there's a nice little body kit they've put on this thing with splitters in the front, a big spoiler at the back. So I like it. I really do like it, and it sets you apart, like I said. It's very different. Right, let's talk about the interior for a moment. Very clean, very simple. Not too much going on in here, except for the steering wheel. So The steering is quite sporty. You've got your drive mode selector over here. You can toggle between sports, eco, normal, and then you've got the checkered flag button. I don't know what they call it, but that takes you straight into N mode, which is basically bonkers mode. It goes crazy. It tweaks everything into Sports Plus. And the nice thing about this Hyundai, the nice thing Hyundai has done with this, is that it's a sports hatch. It's a hot hatch. And you can literally go through the menu here and adjust everything to the way you like it. From the exhaust, you can go from normal, sports plus, steering wheel, this, that, everything is adjustable over here. Hyundai i30N, we're looking at about what, 680,000? Sounds like a lot of money, but it's fair, right? Considering that a Golf 7 TCR is coming in at about what, 675,000, which is $5,000 less than this, and this will give you tons more fun behind the wheel. Also, what I like about this is that at that price point, there's so much standard equipment, everything's standard in here. The Koreans have been so kind and given us a car, full house. You've got everything from the leather seats, multi-function steering wheel with all the drive modes, cruise control, panoramic glass roof, you name it. It just goes on and on and on. It's a long list. Fellow South Africans, there is more to life than a Golf GTI. Meet the Hyundai i30N. You're welcome.